a loudspeaker and then a mic, and you are on your phone running. And I hope the leaders of or the people with Nana Kwame, I hope they recognize you, because you're doing a very awesome job. And I wish they had like 10 or 100 people like you, everywhere around the nation doing the same thing. That would have been, it would have been superb, trust me, because I love what you're doing, and a lot of people love what you're doing. Anyway, let's go to the topic. Yeah, today we're going to talk about life, death, and the afterlife. A lot of people, the Anglo-Saxons and the Vatican, years ago, 400, over 4,000 years ago, they started, they realized, to capture people's mind and to set people, into shivering, make people afraid of power.
You're listening to Conscious Vibes.
You have to capture their brain, and to do that, you have to feed them with false information. So the Vatican, that's why we have a Vatican Bible, and then we had Anglo-Saxons Bible. There are two different Bibles. If it is the same God, why two? I mean, when we went to school, the whole school, the science, I took science. The whole science class, we were reading one textbook, all right? So Anglo-Saxons have because everybody's trying to control their people, in the olden days, the kings and queens and whatever, and the popes and stuff, So they embedded some sort of fear in people. And just recently, I went to, I was on YouTube listening to a lady. They call her whatever. She has a white veil over her hair. And everything she's saying, or everything she's talking about, is about God killing people. It's like, I'm the Lord. The Lord talked to me today, and he said, I'm the Lord, and I'm going to bring wrath, and there will be earthquake. And I'm like, so I asked her, why you putting fear in people? Why don't you come and say, I'm the Lord, and I'm bringing more jobs, and I'm bringing more life. There's more death on earth, and I'm going to wipe that away, and I want people to live long because I'm God and I have the power. Why is always God killing people? Anyway, life. I've done a lot of research, and I mean, what I've found is in line with the things that you preach. That's why I like you, and I like to bring you all the time to this show. I don't just bring anybody here. I did my research, and I've seen that life never ends. Life never began, and it never ends. We were, and we are, and we will be. Same with God. God is the life source. Okay. It's something that you take to create something. All right? It's like electricity. When you buy loudspeakers, sound system, when you buy television, when you buy microwave, you bring them in, and you have to plug into something. The source that you tag in is what God is. All right? Okay. So God is in us all. So if somebody says they don't believe in God, I'm not talking about the God of the Bible, but I'm talking about real God. If somebody says they don't believe in, let me send this to one of my, I forgot. Oh my Lord, she's gonna kill me. Anyway, so when I hear people saying they don't, and that's why anytime you talk about God, I want you to,
you're listening to Conscious Vibes.
Clarify what you're talking about. That you're not talking about the God of the Bible. You're really talking about the God of the Creator, the source, the source of life. That's the person you're talking about. So we're going to talk about life, death, and the afterlife. Okay. And I've done my research, and this is what I know. That's what I'm telling you before you go on. Life, we have been, we will be, and it never started. It was there before, and it will never end. That's what it is, because it's the source of God. This body is something that we live, and we live. When we die, we live it here on earth. To come to this planet Earth, you have to have a body to come. You got to be born, and that's not anything spiritual. It's scientific, but that's the source of life. But thinking about our universe, we have a universe. Okay, we have one sun, and we got many planets, we got stars and all that. But there are universes, multi. There are lots of universes like ours. All right, and imagine what kind of bodies live there. This is just ours, and we can look at all the planets. If you go out there, you probably can see some things with your eyes, or some things you can't even, because you can't go out there just fly on an airplane. You have to have a special airplane to go there, and it takes years. Like going to Mars, it's going to take you like 6 months or something at the top speed. So, and then these asteroids in the way, you know, they're going to just crash you. So science, they do their mathematics. They don't pray to God. They do their mathematics, and then they send an aircraft out there. They send some robot out there, and it's doing some stuff and bringing some back information. All right? So that's life. We are born. We come to this earth. We live our life as human beings, and then we die. When we die, we go back to the source. And I think you can decide, after you live here, you can decide to come back or go somewhere else, because there are multi-universes. Okay? So the notion or the thing about hell, fire, and heaven, and a God sitting on the throne, and that's been shoved into our heads, I disbelieve that. All right? So enough said. What's your take on that? Life, death, and the afterlife. I think it's a very simple trend, but you know, religion has made it very, very complicated and very scary. And it's not. It's not scary at all. So Yahuda, let's hear from you, please.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I want to say hello to our listeners, our followers. Please, just do a favor and share the video. I think it's time we need to learn very deep. When we talk about life, death, and afterlife, that there are some things we can't just give evidence and proof, but we only discuss and explain what we believe.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So I will be standing in the shoes of beliefs and explain how I believe or what I believe. There are many types of beliefs. Before even the religious aspect, the biblical belief, the Christian belief, our forefathers, our ancestors, they were having their own beliefs. They believe we have spirit, we have soul, we have body. They believe when the body dies, the spirit go to the spiritual world. Then the soul come back again with another body. That is what our forefathers, our ancestors used to believe. But as I was saying, it were all beliefs. We believe because we don't have any punctual evidence or proof that, what they are saying is true.
It's true.
But the whole issue is when Christianity came and took over, when the Bible and Christianity took over, they changed the narrative.
Yes.
So our forefathers, they used to believe in a reincarnation.
Yeah, man.
They say we die, we come back in different bodies. That is what our ancestors used to believe.
Yes, sir.
But religion came and changed it. And now religion is telling us that we call it resurrection. Instead of how do you call it, reincarnation?
Reincarnation.
Religion will tell you it's resurrection. That means our forefathers says when you die, you die with this body, then you come back with different body with the soul. But religion will tell you, you die with this body will rot, and you wake up with the rotten body again. Because that is what religion tells us.
Resurrection.
Religion, yes, religion tells us. If you read Isaiah Revelation chapter 20, verse 8. Revelation chapter 20, 30.
Yeah, I like you to put in your
Revelation 20
for references. I like to put in your quotations from the Bible or whatever. You know, we don't believe in the Bible, but that's what we're trying to tell them, that those people that use the Bible, that this is coming from your Bible and it's wrong. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So according to Revelation chapter 20, verse 13, the Bible will tell you on the judgment day, God will resurrect everybody, even people who die in the sea. So if you die, let me say 400 years, if the fishes has eaten you, if you die in the sea, if the fish has eaten your body, still on the judgment day, God will call the fish, and the fish will vomit your body, and your body will wake up, and the soul and the spirit will enter the body, and they will come and stand in front of God. This is life. So you know, in Christianity, either you become a magician to believe in Christianity, or you become a liar to believe in lies. To be a religious person, either you believe in lies or you believe in magic. Because how do you tell me in the judgment day, people who die in the sea, after their body has gotten rotten. Some people die in the sea and the fishes ate their body. But the Bible is telling you on the judgment day, they will rise up. The sea will bring all people who die in the sea and they will come and stand in the front of God. This is lie.
That is magic.
Or either you believe it.
Yeah, that's magic. They're talking about magic.
That is magic, yes.
Yeah, man.
So if to be a good religious person, either you believe in lies or you believe in magic. Because if it is not by magic, how can you tell me the person who died for 200 years, the person who died by accident, the head is gone? Some people die and they lose their head in the accident. They carry their body to other place and bury their body. But the Bible will tell you on the judgment day, the rotten body and the rotten head will come together, join and stand in the front of God, and God will be asking you, were you not the one who chased Mr. Rege's wife? Were you not the one who stole 100,000 million? This is lies and magic. This can't happen. This is why reincarnation makes sense. But our forefathers said, no, when you die with this body, when the body rots, the soul will come back in a different form. And when we go inside the Bible, there is reincarnation Bible verses in the Bible.
That's true.
Quote you.
That's true.
We have reincarnation Bible Bible verses in the Bible. So when we talk about life, let's talk about life. The way I see life is what we are living now.
Yahuda, give me 1 second. Let me give a big shout out to people on Facebook. Willami fans, come to Facebook. If you come, like and share, and bring your friends, bring your family. Tompi Wale, I see you. Mr. Kojo Solutions, I see you. Kwame Ofori Amafo, I see you. Governor Kojo Brew, man. Respect, Governor. I see you. Harriet Obaya, I see you. Let it shine. Let us hear. Go ahead.
So as I was saying, if you want to be a good religious man, either you believe in lies or you believe in magic, because it is only religion, and they will tell you when people die, God will come and resurrect their dead bodies, the rotten body, gather the rotten body, and be asking questions. Told this, well, you know, these are lies and magic. So I don't believe in those lies. So when we talk about life, life is what we are having now.
Yes.
Religion has created another life telling us when we die, we are going to resurrect and God will judge us. After God judging us, God will tell some people to go to heaven, enjoy life. God will tell some people to go to hellfire and suffer there. I was doing a program and I was telling the guy, there is no hellfire anywhere. There is no heaven. There is no hellfire. All were created by the church mother. Christianity brought church fire into existence. It brought hellfire into existence. There's no hellfire everywhere. So as I'm talking now, I am living life because I can breathe. I can eat. I can walk. I can do whatever I want. As soon as we are living life. But when we die, we don't know what happened. No one knows what happened after death. Now, I have a Bible verse here. Let me read before we go. I am reading Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verses number 10.
Okay.
They lie to us in the name of religion. Religion don't want us to think, because when you start thinking, you will know there are things in the Bible which doesn't make sense. That is why the religion don't allow people to think. They are just in the churches, in religions, always listening to what their pastors and their Bible are saying. Now, I am reading Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verses number 10.
Okay.
Ecclesiastes 9:10. Sorry, this is Proverbs. This is Ecclesiastes. I'm coming.
Man, no problem.
Yahuda,
let me say one thing. Let me say one thing whilst you're opening your verse. Hey, we are not here to judge English. We're not here to judge English. English is not our language. I would love to speak Twi, the Ashanti language, but we have a lot of listeners around the world. We have people from Jamaica. We have people from Zambia, South Africa, Australia, Germany. There's a lot of people listening to us around the world. So we want to use the English language because it's a universal language for everybody to understand us. So I don't want anybody to come in here.
Do you know why they are saying that?
Go ahead. I
I am whipped. I'm using their religious book to whip them.
Yeah,
they can't stand me. Yeah. So the only thing they think they do, they can stop me is they say I cannot speak good English. They should tell Jesus to come and speak.
You speak very good. You speak very good English, and I appreciate you, doing that, because if we start speaking the vernacular, I mean, a lot of people they are not gonna understand. And this is a very sensitive subject that we want the whole world to listen to or to hear and take something out of it. So English is a universal language, English and French, and thank God we can speak a little English. When the West comes to West and you want to speak the Ashanti or whatever, just bring it in and I'll explain, okay? So feel comfortable, all right? Don't listen to the low class. Yeah, man, go ahead.
I want to send this message to those who say I cannot speak English.
Go ahead.
Any Christian telling me I cannot speak English, you should tell Jesus to come and speak or you should tell Jesus to come and speak my language, my local language, my vernacular. Tell Jesus, if Jesus can speak my language.
They speak tongues.
So forget about my English. I am whipping you with your Bible and you are telling me I cannot speak English, but you can understand what I am saying. Now,
Yahuda, we can't understand their tongues. When they start speaking tongues, nobody understands them. So why are they talking about somebody speaking? Go ahead anyway. Don't worry. Yeah.
Ecclesiastes 9:10. Whatever your hand may find to do it with all your might. For in the grave where you are going, there is neither working, nor planning, nor knowledge, nor wisdom. The Bible is telling us.
Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that, please? Even if you have the Tree Bible, read the Tree Bible. Do you have the Tree Bible?
Verse 10. Ecclesiastes 9. Yeah, I have the Tree Bible.
When you're done, read that, please.
Okay, let me read the English and come back to the Tree.
Yes, man.
Ecclesiastes 9:10. Whatever your hand may find, whatever your hand find to do, do it with all your might. For in the grave where you are going, there is neither working, nor planning, nor knowledge, nor wisdom. The tree. They are one sabbath so say biara for our hondi nyinaye. If you say daminamu, wari damina a wari komunu, adwuma, adwene, any hunumu, any nimidie bi anya den eni ho. So the Bible is telling you, as we are living, whatever your hand may touch to do, do it and do it well.
Yeah,
if you die in the grave, no wisdom, no thinking, you can't do nothing there. That is the Bible.
Wow.
So I don't even know why the Bible tells us that if you die in the grave, you can't do nothing, you can't think, there is no knowledge, there is no thinking. But the same Bible will tell you, after Jesus died, Jesus went to Asamando. Jesus went to hell and go and preach to people. So if people cannot think there, why do Jesus go and preach to them?
Yeah, it's very.
If your Bible,
it's controversial. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It is very controversial.
If your Bible says, yes, this is contradiction. If your Bible is telling you, in the grave, people cannot think, people cannot reason, people don't have knowledge. Why is Jesus going to hellfire and preach to people there? This is contradiction. Now, my topic for today is life, death, and afterlife. The only thing I can testify now is life. The only thing I can testify now is life. Because I can't talk about death since I've never been there. So I don't know why people will be telling people, and if you die, you go to heaven. If you die, you go to hellfire. Meanwhile, nobody has ever been there. That means this is creativity. This is invention. They invented all I call it fear and panic. They just want to do this to call you, to invite you to become a Christian, to become a religious person, because they only tell you, you see, there is see, in religion, let's take away heaven and hellfire.
Okay.
Nobody will become a religious person again. Nobody will believe the Bible.
Yes.
If you tell people there is no heaven, if you tell people there is no hellfire, because people don't do bad because of hellfire. So if you tell them there is no hellfire, you see, they will stop going to church. Because the only thing to grab them is if you die, you go to hellfire.
Exactly.
I was asking a guy, when was hellfire was even created? I don't know the location of hellfire. People can tell you heaven is in the sky, but they can't tell you the location of hellfire.
Yeah.
So when we talk about life is what we have now. And the trees have life, the animals have life, the bode have life, the banchi have life, the cocoyam have life, the cassava have life. That is why we eat them to have life. Because without them, we cannot live life. So we eat to live. So a guy was asking me, what do you do for living? I told him, I eat, I drink, I breathe for living. He said, no, that is not what I'm talking about. I said, no. You were asking me, what do I do for living? Then I said, oh, I eat, I drink, I breathe, I sleep for life. Because you can't live life without eating.
Yahuda, let me ask you a question. You see, we humans, maybe I'm getting up there, but we humans, you know, we are conscious vibrations, you know, conscious energies. Okay, now, God is the source. So where we created, where we made,
listening to conscious vibes.
You see, I won't even say created because we weren't created. Yeah, we've been there. We've been living for ever since, and we are living now, and we're gonna live when we drop out of this body. All right, I've done my research, and that's what I've seen. And people, if you don't believe me, go do your own research. All right, it's out there. You know, don't let religion turn your mind somewhere else. Yahuda, so are we? My engineer is trying to fix the screen a little bit, so don't worry, we'll bring you back on the screen. So, are we made, or are we here to worship God? Because we came from somewhere. All right, and to come to this earth, you must be born of a woman. All right. That's why, you know, two men can't sleep to have a child or to have a baby. You know, it has to be a man and a woman, and that's just science. It's not whatever. And God is science. You know. Now, were we created, or what? I don't even want to use the word created because we were never created. So are we made, or are we here on this planet to worship God? What is our purpose here on the planet?
The whole issue is religion has diverted everything. In case, let me say, even if, in quote, even if we are created by a God, that God didn't create us to worship him. Yeah. Because what can we do for God?
Yeah, he has everything.
Yes. So I don't know why somebody would tell you we need to worship God or we need to serve God. The only thing I know is to worship ourselves, to serve yourself. I will serve myself, I will serve you. I will worship myself, I will worship you. When we talk of service, and there is difference between worship and service.
Yeah.
We don't need to worship any God. We only serve each other.
Okay.
We only serve each other. But it was religion who wanted to steal from your brain. That is why they tell you need to serve God. You need to worship God. By in the way or on the way worshiping God, some people will be benefiting because you can't worship that God according to religion and Christianity without sending your money there. That is where they will tell you to worship God is to go to church. To worship God is to praise God. To worship God is to pay tithe. To worship God is to pay collection. They will take all the money and tell you these are the process of worshiping God.
Yeah, you pay.
So, as I'm talking now, religion has created a way to make money from people by telling people we need to worship God. Come to church, do this, sing to God, praise to God, pray to God, pay to God. Do this. It's a way of business and stealing, robbing the ignorant and the illiterate people. So we don't serve God, we don't worship God, we serve ourselves. Because what we are doing now, we are serving the people. The people are listening to us. Some people will learn. I call it service. What can you do for God? No. What can you do for the God you claim He created you? So you know something. The very day we know the source of human being will be the very day we will see the source of God. Nobody knows where human being come from. The same thing, nobody knows where God come from. So the very day people will discover the source of humanity, that will be the very day people will see the source of God.
I see. I've watched a lot of near-death experiences. You know, when people almost cross over and they don't, and I tell people, once you cross over, once you cross the Rubicon, you're not coming back. Okay, so before when people get into a trauma, and then they go into trance and they start seeing things, having visions, you know, and that this is where this thing kicks in. Your belief, whatever you believe in, kicks in. So some people say they went into coma and they were in hell. Some people say they were in heaven. If you die, you're not gonna come back. Trust me. When you cross the Rubicon, you're not coming back. You know, so the near-death experience is actually not as real as when you're dead. When you're dead, you're gone. You're not gonna come back to tell anybody what's going on, because we are here, you know, on a purpose. All right. But when you get here, because of the experience that you have to go through and gather yourself some good experience, you know, to better yourself. We don't. Nature doesn't show you everything. It doesn't tell you where you came from. All right. So we have to experience. You know, that's why, you know, I believe in African spirituality. You know, I did talk to Nana or Dinoho. Nana or Obejina or Jefo. Yeah, the name is very heavy. It's very hard to pronounce it. It's very heavy. Yeah. And he's been teaching me through some. He's taking me through a journey, and I've seen some things, and I've realized who we are. Trust me, you know. So humans, we are not somebody. We are not created by somebody. We are gods. We weren't created. We've been there, you know. We've been there, and we are now, and we're gonna be there when we are dead, when we live here. All right, go ahead.
Mr. Reggae.
Yeah, man.
That is why nobody can know the source of humanity.
Exactly.
As I was saying, the very day we see the source of humanity,
when
that will be the very day we see the source of God.
Yeah, man.
That is why the Bible says God created man according to his own image.
Yeah, man.
So we are God. But you know, religion has taken the power in us and sent the power in the sky. Religion told you you are below God. Somebody is higher than you. Something is higher than you, and that thing is called God. But that thing is hanging in the sky. So we should pray to that thing. We should pray to Him if you want to travel to USA.
Yahuda, on that thought, that tells you, that draws a picture of the slave master and the slave. You understand? Because because the slave master is up there, and you are a slave. Even when they came to Africa, the dungeons were down and they were living up.
We were down, they were
so
up.
They're telling you God is living up, and you are just a human being. You are nothing. You see what I'm saying? Men wrote that.
That was the very time they told us to pray, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Give us this day our daily bread. When our ancestors were under the dungeon, our slave masters were up there. So they told our ancestors to pray to give us this day. Because the slave master will eat after eating, then the surplus they will push it to the slaves.
Yeah, man.
Down there.
Black
but people think it was Jesus saying so.
Black people
Jesus
do your research.
The Lord's prayer. It was your slave master who taught you the Lord's prayer to pray, our Father who art in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. So what I'm saying is, as we are living now, we are living life. We go, we wake up, we sleep, we eat, we drink, we do everything. That is life. That is life. That means we are living life. So the very day you cannot eat, the very day you cannot breathe, the very day you cannot eat, the very day you cannot sleep, the very day you cannot wake up, that means your life has ended.
Yeah, anything human, the day you can do anything human, that means you cross the Rubicon. You know,
you are dead.
Yes, you're dead, and you cannot come back to tell anybody.
Yeah, and nobody can tell what happens after you die.
Nothing.
Nobody. This is where religion will lie to you, and religion will tell you if you die, if you did not go to heaven, you go to hellfire. And I keep asking them, I want to know the particular day which God created hellfire, because according to Genesis chapter 1 up to 31, the Bible clearly narrated every day according to creation. First day God created this and that. Second day, God created this and that. But from Genesis 1 to 31, I've never seen a day God created hellfire. So I don't know where Christians get the concept hellfire from.
It was invented.
It was the church mother.
It was invented,
Yes, hellfire was invented.
Yeah.
Let me clarify this
go ahead,
before we continue.
Yes, ma'am.
There is hell. There is hell. There is no hellfire. There is hell. There is no hellfire. Hell, our ancestors call hell Asamandu.
It's a grave. It's in the grave.
Some people call
grave.
Some people call it Sheol.
So yeah, sure.
Some people call it Gehinnom. Some people call it Hades.
Hades, yeah,
so
man.
anytime somebody died, when we dig the ground and put the person inside the ground,
You are in hell.
the person is going to hell.
That's it.
But there is no fire there.
No.
So when you pick the Bible, Genesis, from Genesis to Malachi,
Yeah.
there are many Bible verses which can give you hell. Matthew to Revelation will give you hellfire. So New Testament brought the concept of hellfire, and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why it doesn't make sense. Let me decode it down for you. According to the Bible, they say once upon a time there was a rich man and a poor man called Lazarus. So the poor man used to go to the rich man's house. After the rich man eat, then the surplus, the poor man will pick.
Yeah, that's
the
what
Bible says both of them. The Bible says both of them were dead, and one found himself in heaven, then other found himself in hellfire.
Yeah,
that is what the Bible says. The Bible says when the other one was in hellfire, he was crying, "Please, I am suffering." Then he was telling the poor man to put his hand inside water and bring it. Do you know some funny story? The Bible says there is a big valley. People in hellfire cannot cross to heaven. People in heaven cannot cross to fire. Are you telling me hellfire and heaven is like chamber and hall? That means people in hellfire can see people in heaven.
Yeah, because the rich man was able to talk to Lazarus, right? How did he do that? Phone call.
Yes.
Phone call.
How did he do that? I don't know. They said they saw each other. So this is where we need critical thinking. This is where we need common sense.
Yeah, man.
If that is true, if the poor man can see the rich man in heaven, if the rich man can see the poor man in hellfire, imagine you being in heaven, see your loved ones in hellfire. How will you feel heaven? How will you enjoy heaven?
Yeah, so there's a shanty distant. What do you say? Well, I say, if you have empathy, say, oh, if you are in heaven and somebody is burning in hell and you are eating all these turkey soup and fufu and everything, and somebody is burning in hell, they can't find every water to drink. If you have empathy, you're not gonna. That's all slave master stuff. You know, that's what happened in the slave time. The slave master was eating turkey and eating food, and we were hungry on the farm.
So,
go ahead. Yeah.
Mr. Regeman, I want to point here, so I need a seconds to
go ahead.
You know, I will put there as a question.
Yeah, man.
Now, you being a Christian, a religious man and believer, you believe there is hellfire and heaven, and your Bible tells you once upon a time, one poor man, one rich man died. After they died, one went to hellfire, the other one went to heaven, and they saw each other.
Yes, so
this is telling you that means people in heaven can see people in hellfire. Now, my question to you is, how will you enjoy heaven, seeing your loved ones burning in hellfire? How will you enjoy heaven? Every day seeing your loved ones burning in hellfire, you are in heaven. Can you enjoy heaven?
No. If you have empathy, you're not gonna enjoy. Yeah.
If you have empathy, you enjoy, because as you love your wife, as you love your son, you did good. You found yourself in heaven, but your wife or your son found herself in hellfire. How will you enjoy heaven, seeing your loved one burning in hell to you? There is no hellfire.
Yeah, the slave master has done a lot to us, and we still mind. We are in mind slavery at this time. You know,
the hellfire they are talking about is Africa.
Yeah, man.
They created Africa to be hellfire. Yes, I'm telling you the truth.
Well, truth.
Then the heaven they are talking about is Europe.
Yeah, I believe you. Yeah.
Look at how we are suffering. Because the definition of hellfire is a place where people torment, where people cry, where people gnash their teeth, where there is no food, where there is no job. And it is happening in Africa. So the center of hellfire is Ghana and Nigeria. Because the whole Africa, this is the only African country where people are suffering. And we are the religious people. Nigeria and Ghana, we know how to pray. We know how to go to church. But look at how we are suffering. So, Mr. Reggae, what I'm telling people this afternoon is when we talk about life, life is what we have now. Nobody can tell what happened life after death.
Yeah.
The only thing our forefathers and ancestors were believing is they say if you die, there is reincarnation. You go, you come back. Now, let me read this. According to the Bible, let me read this. I'm reading 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verses number 7. 1 Samuel 2 verse 7.
Yeah.
1 Samuel chapter 2. I'm starting from 6. I'll end up in verse 7. The Bible says, the Lord brings death and makes alive. He brings down to the grave and rises up.
Wow.
I'm reading the key. Ewurade de enkwane owo nyina ba. Oka ebise daminamu na onyane ebinom. So the Bible is telling you people go and come back. So according to Matthew chapter 6, if you read verse 13, Jesus Christ was asking his disciples, if we go to town, what do people say about me? He says some people say you are Elijah. Some people say you are Jeremiah. Some people say you are the golden prophet who came back. Why are they saying so? Because they believe in reincarnation.
Yes, they do.
They believe people die and come. So the people who were talking to Jesus, they thought, no, what Jesus is doing maybe prophet Isaiah or prophet Jeremiah.
Somebody, yeah.
So our forefathers used to believe in reincarnation. People die, the body will rot, and the soul will come back. But religion will tell you, you die, you go and wait in hellfire, you go and wait, and God will punish you and put you into hellfire and blah blah blah. This is lies. They are all lies.
It's not really, you know, when you say religion, it's the slave master. I want you to use the word slave master. The slave master is who's telling all that.
Let me put it that way, because they are the one who created that religion.
Yeah, man.
It was our colonial masters who created that religion.
Yeah.
It was our colonial master who created that religion and tell us we die, we go to hellfire. And when you ask them where can we find hellfire, until now nobody can tell you the location of hellfire. But they are still telling people you die and go to hellfire. You see, I don't know why they will be testifying about what they don't know. So religion doesn't go by knowledge, but belief. Yejidi say anytime religion want to explain what they can know, what they don't know. So when I was started, I say to become a pure religious man, either you believe in magic or you believe in lies.
Exactly.
Because you can't tell me people who die in the sea for 400 years, 1,000 years, 2,000 years, there is a day God will judge everybody, and the rotten body will rise up from the sea, and that rotten body will join together, stand beside God, and God will be asking questions. Are you not the one who stole Mr. Papa? Are you not the one who stole Mr. Simeti? These are lies.
You see, one thing too. Let me, Aisha, welcome to Conscious Gong. Sky P, welcome to Conscious Gong. Atsu, Pizzo, Julius, everybody on Facebook. Thank you, and I like. You're doing good. Trust me, you're doing very good. You're doing good. And anytime you feel like speaking the vernacular, just put it in, and I'm going to explain to people. I remember there's a quotation in the Bible where Jesus went up somewhere, and then he met and Samanfum, he met two ghosts. Moses,
Matthew 17. Matthew 17.
Those two guys
Jesus met Moses and Elijah.
Yeah, they were dead like years ago, right? Years, long time ago. They were dead in the Old Testament.
Moses was dead.
Yeah, so
Elijah didn't die. The Bible says Elijah didn't die. So that one may be possible.
Where
Elijah didn't die.
Where Mary
that one may be possible, but Moses was dead.
Mary didn't sleep with a man, but he had a baby. That's all lies. Okay, so listen. What I'm trying to say is, if I say I'm going to call my dead grandmother, old grandmother in slave time, I'm going to call my ancestors. The Christians will say I'm calling bosom, maybe a bosom. Yeah, right.
But Jesus went and called the ghost of Moses.
Yes,
but
he did that.
If I go and call my ancestor, they will tell me, say, but Jesus was on the mountain calling the ghost of Moses. Yes, in frame Moses, some mind the end and bonnet.
Yeah.
Men so me call conform me confirm me na. I know the new Bible. They will tell me, say, I am a sinner for calling my ancestors. forgetting Jesus went and called dead Moses.
Yeah, this is one thing I want to put it out there. People that go to church or people that go to the mosque or religious people, listen to me. We are humans and we are special beings, and don't take my word for it. Go and do your own research, okay? And that's the problem with black people. We don't want to research anything. People tell our story, for us. We don't tell our own story. And that's what hurts me, So what I'm telling you is that we are humans and we are part of God, the creator. We are part of the source of creation. And God is in us, okay? God is an energy, is the source of the energy that's in us. So we are God. So we have special talents. We have special gifts. All right. Some people can sleep and have a dream and it will come true. It'll come to pass the next day. Some people can see things with their own eyes. All right. We don't call them Abaifu or whatever. They're not Abaifu. But you are part of God. That's what God is. God is mysterious. So some of that mystery is in some of us, not all of us, but some have that mystery. So don't think somebody is subjected to Jesus Christ. That's why they can see things and pray for you and whatever. No, you can do the same thing, but you have your own different way of.
God is talking to any pastor. They are all lies. They are all fakes.
Yeah, let me say that's what I'm saying. If a pastor tells you God is talking to them, no, it's not God. That's what I'm coming by. We are all part of the creator, the part of the source, and we have talents and we have gifts. So somebody can sit down and when I was young, I wasn't using a calculator. You can tell we call something math reading. You can say 2 times 10 divided by 24 times 25 plus 6. Just keep going, and my mind will be just calculating it. And when you're done, I'll tell you the answer. All right? That's not praying to Jesus or calling somebody or calling Muhammad. No, it's a gift that the Creator gave me because I'm part of the Creator. The Creator is mysterious. So I'm also mysterious in a way. That's all it is. Okay, so for BT baby knows who are dear not Robert catching so uncle Fiancoda, all right, because they can't. You have a talent too, okay? No, dear, no. Whatever he sees, if he's telling the truth or a lie, that's on any young couple. Don't let them lie to you, all right? Yeah, and if you don't believe me, go do your own research, man. You don't take my word for it, all right? Then also, you need to understand, say you are mysterious too, just like the Creator, all right? Okay, Yahuda.
Yeah. So, do you know?
Hold on, let me.
When someone tell you, I die and I went to heaven and I went to hellfire, it's a lie. Because according to the same Bible, the story I was given, after the rich man and the poor man say, oh, if that is the case, will you send somebody to come and tell people to stop? The man, they say no.
Yeah.
Nobody can come here and come back again. But there are people here, you have to listen to them. Yeah. So when someone tell you, enemy go pay when I die and I saw heaven and I saw hellfire, all were lies.
Yeah,
they are lying to you.
They are all dreaming now. They are you don't see anything.
Yes, they are only brainwashing to you. They are destroying.
Let me read this. Let me read this. Skype is saying when a white man dies, where is that person going? Also, bro, you are going. Only black man is going to after the hell life.
I don't even know. Skype, unless you ask them for me.
You're listening to Conscious Vibes.
So that day I was asking a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
When the white man want to come to Africa, do they go to church and pray, God, I want to go to Africa. Give me Africa visa. I want to come to Ghana. Give me Ghana visa. Do they do that? But only Ghanaians and Africans. Nigeria man will go to church and pray for American visa because they want to go to heaven. As I was saying, it was our colonial masters who created and invented everything.
Yeah.
The only thing religion does to the black man, to people, is to disconnect us from true nature.
Yeah, man.
The religion disconnects you from nature.
Yep.
Religion will make you lost. You will not see the way. Mm-hmm. That is why we got lost. Mm-hmm. We don't know our source. Mm-hmm. We don't know where we are and where we'll be going. Mm-hmm. Religion has manipulated and brainwashed us.
Yeah.
Long way. So this is the time we are telling people that we are gods ourselves. We can do everything. No one, don't allow somebody to tell you, say, enemy who afterlife, and God is going to judge people, and people. No. God is going to judge anybody and put anybody in hellfire.
Yeah,
we have law of karma.
Yep.
If you do something, you pay for it.
Yep.
If you do something against someone, you pay for it. That is how nature does it work.
You see,
religion will tell you we should.
Yeah, good. Sorry to cut you.
Go
Go ahead. Yeah, okay, yeah. This is a jungle. We live in a concrete jungle. Yeah, okay. Imagine the tiger is very hungry and it sees an antelope and then feasts on the antelope. Is the tiger going to hell? No. All right. And then we humans are the same. All right. That's why you have to be careful. We live in a concrete jungle. It's either you eat or you be eaten. All right. So be careful. That's why we have a law and order. We have the police system. We have the jail system, because we are animals, but we are a higher class of animals. If anybody studied biology before, human beings are a higher class of animals. If you create an incision, or if you open a pig and look at the organs, look at the location of the organs, and it's just like a human being. All right. It's just we have common sense. Whatever animals do, we do. They eat, we eat. They shit, excuse my language, we shit. They fight, we fight. All right? They eat meat, we eat meat. Come on. Listen. All right. So this is nothing so confusing that
you're listening to Conscious Vibes.
All right. So the problem is religion. We didn't go for religion. It was shoved on us. We were forced to worship whatever they gave to us. And if you don't, they will kill you. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you are right. When they were bringing religion,
yeah,
they didn't come and preach. It was by violence. So when you read, let me read it for you.
Yeah.
Let me read Matthew. I'm reading Matthew chapter 10.
Go ahead.
Verses number 30. Matthew 10:34. How they brought religion. Matthew 10:34. Someone will tell you Jesus is man of peace. They are lying to you.
No.
I'm reading Matthew 10 verse 34.
Yeah, but go ahead.
How we got religion. This is Matthew chapter 10 verse 34.
Matthew 10,
I will read it and decode it.
Yep. 10:34, right?
Matthew 10:34.
Yeah, please, everybody listening, write it down. Go do your own research. Go. Don't go and ask your pastor. He's gonna work your research. You don't need a pastor. Right? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm reading Matthew 10:34. They say Jesus said, "Do not suppose that I have come to bring peace to the earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword."
Wow.
Jesus said he didn't bring peace,
He brought
but a sword.
A sword. That's the slave master.
When did this? Yes, thank you. When did Jesus bring sword? It was when Christianity, the Roman, the Vatican, those who created Christianity were coming. They brought sword.
Yes.
So any crusade, any Christianity war you see their knife, their sword. Their sword is cross. You see it's cross. Yes,
that's a sword.
You see it's cross.
Yeah.
So Christian is sword. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Christianity didn't come by peace. It came by war. We call it crusade, Christian crusade.
The real symbol is what's on your neck right now. Can you show it? The symbol on your neck?
No, that is Ankh. This one is Ankh. This is Ankh.
Okay.
Ankh of life.
Yeah,
this is Ankh.
Yeah, it's more. This represents the womb of a woman. All right. It represents the womb of a woman. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you see
the Ankh represents the womb of the woman.
You see the womb.
That is male and female.
Yeah, you see the womb there, and you see the fallopian tube. You see the fallopian tube on the left and right, and you see excuse my language, the vagina, the canal is right there. It's the sign of life. All right. Yeah, go ahead.
But do you know something?
Yeah, go ahead.
The cross stands for gayism, male and male.
Yes, man. Yeah, true talk. Yeah.
Yes, cross stand for death. So let me tell you something. Let me decode something here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Take the cross. Do your own research. The commonest place you can find crosses is either in the cemetery or in the churches.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we have two types of dead people.
Yeah.
The physical dead people are in the cemetery.
Yeah.
The mental dead people are in the church because they brought you cross. The cross is the symbol of death.
Yeah,
so they will tell you Jesus died on the cross. The cross stands for the symbol of death. So those who are in the church, because they carry the cross, their brain is dead. That is why everything you tell them in the name of the cross, they accept it.
Yes.
They don't think about it.
It's fear. It's fear. It's fear, right? It's fear.
So,
it's fear. They're putting fear in people's mind, and when you talk about Christ, they just start shaking because that's how the slave master operated. So they put that in a character, and then wrote all this bull crap down to come and enslave you more. All right. So I think when you started coming to this show, we talked about how the Bible actually what's it called? It was used to regulate slavery. You know, how to keep a slave.
Yeah, we said it.
How many years? Yeah.
We've discussed it.
Yeah,
how the Bible supports slaves.
Yes.
How to buy a slave. How to beat your slave.
Yep.
Where to buy a slave. The Bible is telling you, if you want to buy a slave, don't buy a slave. Don't buy your brother. Go to the foreigners and buy a slave. If you want to beat your slave, the Bible will tell you how to beat your slave.
Yeah. Anytime you hear that, anytime we hear that, me blow that boy, you know, blood clot. You know, you see, Omar Dada. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
When we talk, as I was talking, as I was saying, life after death, nobody can explain.
Nobody,
we all believe. Yes, our ancestors believe there is reincarnation. While religion came and took the reincarnation away and brought resurrection in replace of reincarnation. And the resurrection doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. How do you tell me, as I was saying, people who got accident die and their body got lost?
Yeah.
How do you tell me one day God is going to scatter them? No. It doesn't make sense. Unless you believe in lies,
they tell you,
you believe in magic.
They will tell you it's spiritual. That's what they tell you. It's spiritual. So, I mean...
Is God going to judge us physical or spiritual?
That I really don't know, because I wish I wanted actually I've tried to invite some men of God in here now, because for the things we talk about, they don't want to come in. God, it's like they'll be ridiculed, so they don't want to come in, and I'm okay, because I want them to come in and defend Christianity, or I need a Malam to come here and defend Islamic religion, all right? Because both of them, anything religion, I don't see any. I honestly don't see any common sense in that. I saw that, you know, the Arabs started slavery. You know, they did. North Africa was all black. You know, these guys, they went on, and you know, they were fighting each other. You know, Arabs and Christians. You know, crusade and whatever, and this kills what. Come on. You know, and some of this history, you know, it's actually unfolds in our ears, in our eyes right now. We can see it, you know, right now. But we still don't believe it when we tell people that this is what happened 400 years ago, or 1,000 years ago, and it's still happening, it's still trending. So go back, trend, you know, just do the research, and you see it's the same thing coming, but in a different form. And people don't believe it. You know, when anytime you talk about this, they think you are crazy, or you are a son of Satan, or well, who is Satan? On that note, who is Satan? Can you explain who Satan is? Am I a Satan, or are you a Satan? Who is Satan?
Unless you meet a Christian and ask them, because me, I don't know. Nobody's Satan. I don't know where that concept comes from. I don't know where they got that Satan from. Satan.
Yeah.
You see, they lie to you. There's an entity, some entity called Satan somewhere, and that Satan was with God in the sky, and there was a fight in the heaven, and God couldn't stay with Satan, and the knowledgeable, the omnipresent, the powerful God, the wise God couldn't know where to take Satan, but he had to take Satan from heaven onto this earth and tell us that ENBA, woe to you, for we have no, it doesn't make sense. What are you telling me?
And
what kind of story are you telling me?
You know, they're still doing that. You know, there's a lady, like I said in the beginning of the show, there's a lady. I'll research her and put a video one time on the show when we are talking on the coming weeks. She's out there still, you know, telling people that, you know, the Lord told her to tell people that I'm the Lord, I'm gonna kill people, and I'm gonna bring a wrath, and I'm gonna bring a earthquake. And I'm like, are you crazy? When did you see your psychiatrist? You know, what's going on? God can do anything good for human. I mean, God created this earth, planets like Eden. You know, he took his time. Like the Bible says, God created, well, they said God, I'm using their own Bible. So if he created this earth nicely to live forever, to be there forever, why is he going to?
So, Mr.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Reggae, even if that is true, they say everything is possible for God. their God can do everything.
Yeah.
Why can't their God come from where he's hiding to come and talk to us for us to hear? If that is true, let that God come and say, okay, I am the one. I want to do this. I will do this. If you don't do this, I will do this. We want to hear the voice of their God.
There's no God.
But always,
there.
I don't know where their God is hiding. And he will be telling them they should come and tell us. And the God know when they come and talk. We will not listen. We will not hear. But still, God is still sending them. Is this God okay?
Yeah, guys.
Their God has problem.
Guys, do your own research, okay? There's a creator, there's a life source, you know. And if you go to the Egyptian,
not the one in the Bible.
not the one
in the Bible and the Quran.
I don't believe. You know, we've been lied to for years, and I'm very mad because we've been lied to. Our mothers and fathers were lied to. Their fathers were all the way to slavery. All right. Before the slavery came in, before the white man set foot in Africa, we had our own way of worshiping God, the Creator. But even here, the Indians.
You're listening to Conscious Vibes.
The American Indians, when the Americans came in here, they had their own way, but they started showing them pretty pictures of Jesus Christ, white Jesus Christ with long hair, like a rock star, and they say, you know, pray to this figure. All right. So they yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
You see, the Chinese man God looks like the Chinese.
That's true, yeah.
The Indian man God look like an Indian.
Yes.
The Arab God look like an Arab.
Yes.
But the African God looks like British. You've never thought of it. When are we going to wake up?
Wow. Yeah.
Brainwash.
Why
manipulating?
Why doesn't our God look like Konfanochi or President Mugabe or somebody?
Yes, our God doesn't look like us.
Why?
But our God look like our slave masters' God, because they were the people who enslaved us. Imagine
Lord.
the black people enslaved the white. They will go by our name. They will go by our God.
Yeah.
Like we will put our name on them.
Yeah.
But they came to enslave us. They gave us their language, their dress, their food, their everything.
Wow.
Yahuda, finally, they gave us their God.
Yahuda, you know,
the black man,
you know, right now,
burning down.
Right now, if you go to Ghana, that's where I'm from. Okay, I come from Ghana. Okay, when you go to Ghana, the schools, you see all the girls have their hair cut, but we have big, good Afro hair that we can actually, you know, style. But they make the girls cut their hair. Why? And the men cut. But the white people come in and they have long hair. They don't tell them to cut their hair, and they go to the same schools. If you, oh Lord,
that is how they brainwash us. They brainwash us to believe and to stop believing in polygamy, but to believe man can marry man. They were able to tell the black man polygamy is a sin. They were able to convince us to tell us polygamy is a sin, but to tell us man can marry a man. That is what they did to African black people. And when you say all this, some illiterate and ignorant Bible believers and religious believers, they will be telling you can't speak English, your English is not good.
No.
That is the only thing
you speak good English.
And I am proud.
Yeah, you speak good English.
Those who say that I cannot speak English, I can speak Vietnam. Can they speak Vietnam?
Yeah, tell us.
I am in Canada.
Tell us something in Vietnam that Jesus doesn't exist. Say it in Vietnam.
And the Bantoi, Tola Zi, Tantoila Yahuda, Tantoy Ayedu, Tola Tintin Africa, Zatine Te Wantanyo, Mamazi, Ikondo, Lazibo Toilahi, Maka Vietnam. I speak Vietnam.
Wow.
Wow. Catching Jesus is hot. Or the Casa be Brombeca Vietnam.
Wow. That's magic.
To me, Jesus into me. That is Viet.
Oh no, I'm there. Kind of Syria and the light of barriers and the border. I'm there. No. I'm town. The TSC. Last I If I can't speak English, Jesus cannot speak. Lord,
If I can't speak English, Jesus cannot speak Angona. If I can't speak English, Jesus cannot speak Igbo. If I can't speak English, Jesus cannot speak Yoruba. One-on-one minute Jesus in here. Maybe say Jesus.
What the casa be bracing?
I maybe say Jesus Benny.
Well, he's not. There's no. Yeah, there's.
So this is the time the black man must forget about he can't speak English and deal with reality. I am telling you, hellfire was invented by the church mother to brainwash you, to put fear and panic. There is no any hellfire somewhere. Just be a good person. If you sin, you go face karma.
Yes.
If you sin against someone, karma go deal with you.
Yep.
Because I said there is no hellfire, don't go and sin. If you sin because I said there is no hellfire, you will face it. Simple as ABC. I'm telling you the truth.
Let me.
Our ancestors were.
Let me give a big shout out to some people, and then you go. Today we'll go over a little bit because we were late, so at least we should go 15 minutes over. Kate Autry, thanks for joining. Kate Oyelola, yes, I think it sounds Nigerian name. You know, this is why I like. I love
Yoruba from Yoruba.
You're listening to Conscious Vibes.
Kilode, what the minimum kilode.
That means what is the meaning?
I love Nigerians because they devised a way to use the English language to talk to each other. Whilst we can do that in Ghana, they have this pidgin that they can. If you go to Nigeria, you go to the jungle and you find somebody speaking pidgin language, and they will understand you. You go to Ghana, you start speaking pidgin.
I love Nigeria.
Oh yeah, you start speaking.
I love Nigeria.
You start speaking pidgin Nigeria. Speaking. When you go to Ghana and you go somewhere and you start speaking pidgin. Oh, I call you tuno. Come on, people.
Let me say some shout out and shout out to one of the Nigerian conscious man in Nigeria. His name is Matthias Ezieku.
Okay.
The truth gospel. Matthias Ezieku is in Nigeria doing a marvelous work, bringing people consciousness, enlightening people. So, Mr. Matthias Ezieku, the truth gospel. Thank you for your work. Our ancestors are behind you. Keep firing. We have been seeing what you are doing. He has killed all the pastors in Nigeria. He has bound them down. He finished all of them.
Yeah, and we have Desire, the leader from Portland, Jamaica.
Okay.
Desire.
Desire, the leader.
Yes,
Desire is. I love him.
Yeah, Desire. Yeah, from Portland, Jamaica. Yeah, he's big up yourself, man. Yeah. That's why when we come here, that's why when we come here, we try to speak the English. English is not our language, and just like the Patois, these slaves that they took over there, they are the children of Nani. Nani is from Ghana, and they devised this Patois language so they can talk to each other without the slave master understanding. And now we are all trying to learn the Patois. When I go to my Jamaican friends and I speak Patois, they start laughing at me. It's like that is a extremely our country. Not people start laughing. So yeah, but respect. Desire, the leader, Ota Jamaica, Portland, Jamaica. Yeah, man, big up yourself. Yeah.
Desire, the leader, respect.
Yeah, man.
So,
Desire, hold on. Desire has he has a lot of music on all the platforms. Actually, this morning I was playing one of them, and you need to check it out. Yeah.
How do we follow? How do we follow on YouTube? How do we follow?
Desire, send me your link or send it to this platform here, and then people want to follow you because I've been playing your music and a lot of people love it. Let's listen to this. Yeah, let's listen to this.
It's yours to the desire.
Okay.
Servant of God, but Desire, the leader, Ota Portland, Jamaica. Yeah, man, big up.
Things wrong with the saying. People would are there to set the traps for me. I know Jah is there to make a way for me. And even when I'm trapped, I know He set me free. My King will set I free. I know just set I free.
Yeah. Check all the platforms. Yeah. Desire, the leader, Ota Portland, Jamaica. Yeah, good vibes. Yeah. We're born young papa. Yeah, go and buy his music. I purchased a lot of it, and I played from my platform. So yeah, Yahuda. I know we are over time, but we were late, you know. So let's get now. I want you to take some few minutes and then sum up life, sum up death, and sum up afterlife. Okay, so because today's topic was death, life, death. Because you are born, you die, and after death you go somewhere. So sum it up first. Let's use life. What is life, and what should we think about life? Oh, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. You good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I am living life. You are living life. As you can talk, as you can eat, as you can live, as you can sleep, as you can wake, you are living life. So when we talk about life, life is when every living thing, things like trees, animals, and human beings, we are living life. Anytime we stop breathing, you can't eat, you can't walk, you can't wake, you can't dream. That means your life has ended. But when we talk of death, that means you are dead. You are dead. You are gone. But I can't talk more after life after death. I don't know what happened
after death
when we die. I don't know. I can't tell. The only thing I can testify is what we are doing now. We are talking.
Yeah,
you can see me.
Yeah,
I can see you.
I can touch you.
Sleep.
You can touch me.
You wake up. I wake up. That is life.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But it was religion who created different concepts of life after death by telling us when we die, there is two ways to go.
Yeah.
Either you go to heaven, enjoy life, different life again, life without suffering, life without sickness, life without pains. And I always quote and tell them, only lazy people want to go there.
Yeah.
A place where you don't want to work, you want to eat. Are you not a lazy man? a place where you don't want to do nothing, but you want to enjoy. That means automatically you are lazy.
When you go to the side of the Muslims, the Islamic side, they say you will have 70 wives or 40 wives.
72 virgins.
Oh wow!
72 virgins.
So they're not just wives.
You go to heaven.
They're not just women. They are virgins. They are not women. They're virgins. Wow.
So, not normal women like that, virgins. So even if there's heaven, I prefer the Islamic heaven, because that heaven, every man will have 72 virgins that will enjoy.
Yahuda, with that being said, that means if you are a woman and you're married, you're not going to paradise, because you got to be a virgin to go there, right?
Yes, that means that is how it goes. Because
girls,
they are going there to enjoy heavens, virgins. So if you are not a virgin, how would
queens
you go there?
There you go.
I don't know when God will create those virgins. I don't know. Those virgin has been created already, or I can't even tell. You can't explain. You see. So this is the time we are telling ourselves. We are telling black people, which mean the message I have people for now is to disconnect yourself from religion.
Yes.
Be a good thinker.
Yeah.
Because anytime you are still in religion, the brain is subjected to error.
Yeah, man.
The brain carries errors, and we are the antivirus. Like they used to call us, we are antichrist. You see, when you have a computer, when the computer is affected by a virus, you need the antivirus. So the religious people are affected by a virus. They need antivirus, and we are the antivirus.
Quintana.
We are the virus from their
Oh my God. Oh yeah. So now you're telling me you can talk much about afterlife, right? Because you don't know what happens there, right? That's what you're saying.
Now, I don't know what will happen there. I'm dead. I'm gone. How do I explain there? I can't tell. I can't say nothing. As you are in America, you can describe America for me. I can describe Ghana for you. But me, I've never been to America before. I don't have any video about America. I don't have any image about America. Even I only heard America. How do I describe there?
Well, then I'll tell you. I'll tell you to go see this pastor, the pastor that went to heaven and saw Range Rover there.
Duncan Williams.
Maybe you need to go to. Maybe you need to go talk to him.
And I was asking him, that Range Rover, was he made by the Japanese or Germans? Does it use fuel?
Invitation.
You're listening to Conscious Vibes.
You see, they lie to us. So time for Africans to wake up, tell ourselves enough is enough to religion. Unpack religion, tell the religious people to come in. Religion, Christianity, and Islam. History has defined it. We know it was your slave master who brought it. No one can go against it. Once upon a time, your ancestor and my ancestor, they were living life without Christianity and Islam. They were having their belief. So when they were bringing Christianity, King Leopold II, he says, if you go there, don't go and tell them about God. Don't teach them to be good. They know good. They know God. But just manipulate them, brainwash them, tell them their way of living is bad.
It's bad.
When they believe what they believe, when they die, they will go to hell, fire. They lie to us. Finally, I wonder why the angels in heaven bear white collar. The only black angel is Satan, the devil. I don't know why. Every angel has white collar.
Yeah.
Every angel
is white
has white collar. The only black angel is Satan, the devil. You and I, indirectly, they are telling you we are the devil. We are the evil. So because we carry the black collar.
You see.
So do you know something? Let me explain this.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Let me explain this. There is some calendar. You see Angel Gabriel standing on a Satan. You see Angel Gabriel holding a sword, stepping on Satan. Yeah. It was the white man stepping on the black man. So when they tell you there was a war in heaven and God defeated Satan,
they came and defeated Africans.
It was war between the blacks and the whites. It was the white and black war. When the white man defeated the black man, so the white man stand for the Angel Gabriel, while the black man stand for Satan. So when they defeated us, they say it was Angel Gabriel who defeated Satan. So we are the Satan. They are the Angel Gabriel.
You know, even if you look at the whole picture, every book that I've seen that there's an angel in there, it's not just black people. There are no Chinese angels. There are no Japanese angels. It's all pure European white. You see what I'm saying?
Because they created a religion.
They created a religion.
You're listening to Conscious Vibes.
So this is what this needs to push you. It needs to shake you to do some research instead of being subject to.
So in our previous video, the video went viral. I was trying to say, suppose the Bible was written by the Yoruba people. All angels will bear Yoruba names. Abiola, Adekunle, Ojumora, Afolabi. Suppose the Bible was written by the Igbos. You see Ibuka, Angel Ibuka, Angel Chioma, Angel Chiedu, Angel Okochuku. Suppose the Bible was written by the Angona peoples. You see Angel Mawili, Angel Togbe, Angel Yaira, Angel Mawunyo. Suppose the Bible was written by Inchumburu people. You see Angel Ayedu, Angel Atenaki, Angel Kameasan, Angel Nsenyi, Angel Ntenke, Angel Okumini, Angel Ayedu. But the Bible was written by your slave master.
Yes, man.
That is why the angels carries your slave master's name. Angel Gabriel, Angel Raphael, Angel blah, blah, blah. You see, time to wake up. Black man, wake up. Don't let somebody lie to you in the name of religion. There is no any hellfire somewhere. Hellfire was invented by the church mother.
Yeah, man.
It was AD 325. In the Council of Nicaea, the leader was Constantine the Great. They created Christianity, created Jesus, created the Bible, bring it to black people, kill black people to accept religion. Christianity, when they were bringing Christianity, there were no preaching. We call it crusade. Either you accept it or they kill you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So they have to kill people for people to accept it. So when they were leaving, they left everything in the hands of the pastors. So every pastor stand to be your slave master. The pastors are working for our slave masters because the slave master used to read the Bible to brainwash our ancestors. Now the pastors stand to be the slave masters. They read the Bible to brainwash our mothers, our illiterate and ignorant mothers in the church, take their money poor church members, they take their money and build heaven. Later they will tell
You're
them,
listening to
do
Conscious
not
Vibes.
build your wealthy on this earth, but build your health in heaven. They lie to you.
Yeah.
So when we talk of life, life is what we have now.
Yeah.
We are living life.
Yes,
we
man.
can eat, we can go, we can come. That is life. When we talk of death, death is when you are no more. You are no more. That means you are gone. You can't breathe. The brain cannot work again. The blood cannot float. The heart cannot beat. We call it death. You are gone. They bury you. After you are buried, no one knows what happened.
Happens there, yeah. That's it. Well,
Simple.
I know you decompose, and when you go, everything here, according to physics, everything on this planet never left here. It's here and it stays here. It turns to a different thing. So when you bury it, you decompose to something else. That's simple.
I don't know.
That's a simple
That's
chemistry, you know. So okay, so you don't have anything to say about for afterlife or about afterlife because you
I don't have anything to say, but I want to send this message to people. I'm sorry. My account has been taken by somebody. They hacked my TikTok account because of the same message. So I have created different account. It's Yahuda Quintana CSF TikTok. Yahuda Quintana CSF.
Yeah, man.
You can follow me there. You can follow me there. All the account I have, almost 63,900 followers. Somebody has taken it just because of this message. So please. I have created another one. I want people to follow me there. You like my videos, then you share. Then we keep the conscious vibe, the conscious fire.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Thank you very much this evening.
Yep. Thanks for coming here all the time. Thanks for coming to this radio station all the time, and we respect you. You are very smart.